Hello, so this is week 4 of your post-op hysterectomy recovery. So well done. I'm sure you're starting to feel a little bit more like yourself now. It is a long journey, but you're doing great. This practice is designed to do for every day of week 4 and then for as long as you like. You don't have to force yourself, obviously, to do more than what feels absolutely comfortable. You'll still be needing to rest a lot, so make sure you do that, not to go back to things too quickly. So we're going to start. You'll still be wearing, of course, your nice, comfortable, loose clothes. I'm wearing the tight clothes just so you can see what I'm doing. But comfort is the key. Comfort and rest are the key still. So we're going to start lying down. Now, before you start, you might want to make sure you've got I've got a bolster. You could use a couple of pillows and wrap them in a blanket, couple of blankets. And I've got one of these. So equivalents are also good. So you're going to start lying down. So you can lie down on your back with your knees bent. Have your feet hip width apart and parallel. Release the shoulders, and we're just going to take a few breaths here, letting the whole of the back spread to the floor. So inhale through the nose, broadening out the chest, and then exhale. Let the whole of the back of the head, lower back, release down towards the floor. Inhale. And exhale, release any tension from the shoulders, arms, wrists, hands. And then inhale with that spreading, broadening in the chest. Exhale, release the whole weight of the head, neck, face. And just breathe normally. So next we're going to make this action where we're rolling the lower back into the floor. So inhale, as you exhale, press your feet down, roll your lower back into the floor. So there's a slight kind of dip in the abdomen where the pelvis is drawing towards the navel. Inhale, you release. We're going to do that 5 more times. Exhale. So there's a slight clenching up of the buttocks. Inhale, release. Exhale, lower back to the floor. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale, you can do all the breaths through your nose. Exhale, it's a small action, but it's going to feel, you definitely feel it with your stitches and everything. So we're just gradually kind of letting that healing process in the abdomen take place and providing the strengthening as it's all reknitting. So when you've done 6 like that, if you've got a yoga mat here, you can grip the edges of the mat. Otherwise, you can just have your hands on the floor, palms up. But otherwise, grip the edges of the mat. And we're going to go for the same. Goes exhalation, lower back down. Press the feet, lift the hips up. Inhale. And you come all the way back down. Exhale. So it starts with that rolling of the back to the floor. Then the hips lift. Then we've got the correct kind of direction when we lift up. So we're not lifting straight up towards the ceiling, actually. We're getting this turning of the pelvis towards the navel and then lift up. So that's 3. We're going to do 6. Inhale, back down. Exhale and lift up. Inhale, roll all the way back down. Exhale. And inhale. Last one. And then release. Okay, and just take a few breaths like that. Okay, so now you're going to bring the right knee towards your little bit. You got some stuff going on here. Okay, so don't feel like you need to bring the knee all the way towards the chest, right? Just going to hold the knee and take the leg a little bit out to the side. That's with an exhalation. Inhale, exhale, back down. So inhale, leg a little towards you, exhale out to the side, inhale back towards you, exhale down. So you're making a half circle. Inhale, exhale to the side, inhale, exhale down. Now, this might feel really tight in your groins. Inhale, exhale. Don't worry about that. It's part of the, it doesn't happen for everybody, but for some people after a surgery like that, there's a trauma response in the muscles and everything goes very tight to protect. But yeah, that will come back. Exhale, inhale. So just go to the kind of the edge of what's comfortable to find that mobility. So that's 3, 4. You don't have to follow my pace. So you're going to do 6 on each leg. Okay. 1, 5. So it's 2 breaths, 2 complete breath cycles for each leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're just gradually finding out what mobility is available there. So you finish on the left and then release. So now we're going to pick up the belt. We're going to go for we're still lying down. We're going to go for this pose called Supta Padangusthasana 1. So you can bend your knee towards you, your right knee. You can put the belt around the right heel and then stretch up the leg. So you press the left foot into the left foot pressed into the floor, and still we're trying to get the lower back down. Now definitely don't try and bring the leg closer to you. You can even let it just hang back. So we're getting the extension of the leg, but not the contraction in the abdomen. Abdomen stays long, lower back stays long. And then release. Let's go for the other side. So you might have to take your leg out to the side a little bit to catch the foot there. Then you extend the leg up. You press the right foot into the floor. Lower back goes down. Left leg is straight up. And then release. So now you're going to need your bolster. So just turn to your side to come up. I'm going to show you with the bolster. Remember, you can use the cushions, pillows, whatever. So we're going to go like this. Now you're going to need a blanket also rolled on the other side. So we've got quite a lot of support here. So you're going to lie down again on your back. This bolster is on the right. This blanket is on the left. And you've got your belt as well. This is called Supta Padangusthasana 2. We're going to do it with the left leg bent. So you put the belt around the right leg. This is what we've already done. Okay. Then you hold the belt with the right hand. You turn that leg out to the side and you take it out. And you want the outer thigh really well supported, immediately supported. So even when your leg is upright, this bolster should be touching your leg. So that leg goes out to the side. And then this left leg, you're going to bring like what we call Baddha Konasana. Okay. So the left leg is bent. The outer foot is on the floor. And I've got that rolled blanket there just to support the left leg on. And take a few breaths like that. So the right leg is straight. The left leg is bent. If you've got the bolster at the right place, you can also rest your right elbow there as well. So exhale, let the abdomen spread, let the groin spread, relax the neck, head, face. And come up. Okay, let's go for the other side. So you might need to come up if you don't want to be passing things across you. But we have the bolster on the left now. That's going to be the straight leg and the roll blanket on the right. Okay, so left leg comes straight up. We turn the leg first, then take it out to the side. Right leg bends, outer foot goes on the floor. And then we can support under the right ankle and hip as well. So if this feels good, you can stay for a minute or so, or you can also repeat. And begin to get the extent, so you're getting the extension of this left leg. You're starting to extend the leg now out of the hip, away from the pelvis. And then bring the leg back up and release the leg. Okay, turn to your right side, carefully come up. You're going to come to kneeling now. So let's put that out the way for a moment. You're going to come to kneeling. You have your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And just make a circle around to the back and then all the way to the front again. So we're going to do 6 in one direction and then 6 in the other direction. And this is a really great way of opening out in the lower back. Find out where's the really kind of part you need to get into, the part that resists. And at the same time, you want to be keeping that feeling that you've got the pubic bone raising towards the navel. So when you've done 6 one side in one direction, you go for the other direction. So really extending right into those gluteal muscles as you go around to the side. Feel where you need to get to in the lower back. Okay, and then you're going to stand up and get your chair. You can put a blanket on the chair seat. I'm also going to hold a brick, one of these yoga bricks, between the hands. You can do that or not, it's up to you. But you're going to have if you've got a brick, have it. You're going to hold it like this, not like this, not like this, where the palm of the hand, the heel of the hand is right on the brick, both sides. Then you put just the points of the elbows on the chair and bend the elbows. So you're like this, okay? So the hips are in line with the back. Okay, your elbows are pressing. Your hands are pressing the brick. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, press and move that brick towards the shoulder blades. If you don't have a brick, you're just pressing the palms together. Inhale, come up. So again, you're going to do 6 times. Now, what you shouldn't do is drop the lumbar spine where the belly is pressing to the floor. So lift the belly a little towards the lower back, but keep the middle upper back between the shoulder blades moving in. Okay, and then come up. Good. So we're going to stand now, and you're going to keep that brick. If you've got a yoga brick, keep it. We're going to do the next little part, standing with the brick between the legs like this. Okay, so this is going to be a really key and important part of your recovery if you're using this method. So what the brick does, we're gripping the brick from either side, left and right. What it also does is it helps you again get that action of lifting. So the pelvic plate is lifting at the front. The tailbone moves in, so the buttocks move from back to front and the thighs move from front to back. So you're trying to bring that kind of base and the bowl of the pelvis parallel to the floor. And we stand in Tadasana. You can have the feet, sorry, have the feet apart. Have the feet apart and just hold that brick. If it feels like it's too much, you give yourself a rest. Okay, so it's not to strain, but you just grip that brick with your hips and then lift the perineum away from the brick. Arms down and take a few breaths. And then lift the arms straight up. This is Urdhva Hastasana. So the arms lift, inhale, exhale, arms down. So even as you bring the arms down, you're still lifting the brick up. We're going to do 6 times. Inhale, lift, exhale, down, still lifting the brick. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now interlock the fingers behind the back. You can keep the brick. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Extend the arms down. Roll the shoulders and upper arms out. And then lift the hands away. And then release. And then change over the interlock. Extend the arms down. This is Paschimma Baddha-Angulyasana. Roll the upper arms from the inside out. And then lift the hands. Keep breathing. And then release. You can give yourself a rest from the brick, okay, while you pick up the belt. You're going to put the belt now over your left shoulder. And again, you're going to hold the brick. So I'll just show you from the back. We'll go for this pose called Gomukhasana, the arms part. So the first thing is we'll reach the right arm out, turn the thumb towards the floor, swing the right arm up the back and hold the belt. Roll back the right shoulder, lift up the left arm, and then drop the left arm down so your left hand also holds the belt. Now, it doesn't matter where your fingers get to. Maybe if you're loose in the shoulders, the fingers reach and you can hook, but hold the belt anyway, because maybe your hands are further apart. It really doesn't matter. What we're going to do is hold that belt and pull in both directions with the hands to further open in the right shoulder and the left armpit. And then release. Okay, so change over the belt so it's now on your right shoulder. Good. Really important to open up the shoulders, especially when we've probably being a little bit less active than usual. We have to sit a lot, we have to lie down a lot for the recovery to happen. So important to get the shoulder region opening out, also for the heart health, respiratory health. So lift the left arm out, turn the arm, swing the arm up and catch the belt, roll back the shoulder, lift the right arm up, drop the hand down and catch the belt behind with the left hand also. Now pull with the hands and see how much you can roll back in the left shoulder, how much you can point the right arm up towards the ceiling, the elbow, pointy elbow, and really open out that right armpit. Now, what about the feet? Can you spread the feet and press the feet to the floor? Can you lift the knees? And what about that brick? Can you still use the thighs and the hips to lift the brick and then lift the perineum away from the brick? And then release the arms and bring the arms down. Okay, last with the brick. If you need a break, you put it down. Otherwise, and it's not just to let it kind of hang there, you have to be active. So pull the thighs in, Lift up with the pelvis. We're going to go for Garudasana arms. So lift the arms up where the elbows are in line with the shoulders. And then bring the right arm on top of the left arm in the middle, cross the elbows. That might be enough. Otherwise, you're then bringing the backs of the hands towards each other and then folding so the palms are facing each other. Now, let that spreading action happen between the two shoulder blades and then lift the elbows a little bit. And release the arms. Take a few breaths. Lift the arms again. Good. So we're going to now take the left arm over the right arm. Wind the arms or just bring the hands closer. Let the back spread between the shoulder blades. Look as if you're just looking straight through your arms. Lift your elbows a little bit as if possible, but don't bring your hands closer to your head. Fingers point straight up towards the ceiling. Now, feet pressing, knees lifting, and get that action where you're kind of lifting your inner body away from the brick. And then release the arms and bring the arms down. Garudasana, good. Now you put the brick down. Let's bring our chair back. And you're going to have the back of the chair facing you, whatever kind of chair you're using, just not a wheelie chair, okay? But or a kitchen counter is quite good for this, chest of drawers, something. So we're going to go for Ardha Uttanasana. This pose is called a flat back forward extension. So the heel of the hand, which is this part, is going to be on the back of the chair, and you have the hands as wide as they can go on the chair, and then walk the feet back. Spread the feet, spread the toes, press the heels, pull the knees up. And just really let the upper back move in and move the breastbone forwards. Let the ears be in line with the upper arms and take a few breaths like that. We're going to do twice. Okay, and then walk forwards towards the chair. So that part, when you were just doing this pose previously, that part was really opening out. That's the part that now has to move in with this one. Okay, so let's go again. Ardha Uttanasana. You have the hands on the chair first, then walk back. And just go to where you feel is possible. And you're trying, it's hard to see on your own, but you're trying to get the hips directly above the heels and not to drop the lower back down, but to open it out. So maybe get that, yeah, it's the same as what you were doing on the floor at the beginning. It's just that we've changed our orientation. So pull the pubic bone towards the navel. That's it. And then that space between the shoulder blades that was opening out, move in towards the floor, shoulders back. And then walk towards the chair and come up. Turn the chair seat to face you, okay? Now, I'm going to suggest this. You're going to stand on the back edge of your mat, okay? And then you're going to take your right leg underneath the chair, so the heel is on the middle of the mat. So this left foot is further back than the right foot. So you're on a slight diagonal with the feet. Then with your hands on your hips, you turn the right leg. So you turn the right foot this way. Try not to let this hip drop out. You keep the left hip in, extend the arms in line with the shoulders. Breathe in, lift the right arm. We're going for Utthita Trikonasana now, both legs straight. Breathe out, bring the hand on the chair and see how much you can lengthen this right side of the waist. You can bring the left hand on the hip and roll that left side back, roll the left shoulder back, turn the chest, look up. If everything feels fine, you lift the top arm as well. Both arms extending, both legs extending. Take a few breaths. And then with an inhalation, pull the left arm and come on up. Turn the feet, bring the legs together. Any of these you can repeat if you like. We're going to go once each side, but you can do more than once each side, twice maximum, if you want to. So your left foot is going on the back, sorry, your right foot is going on the back edge of the mat. Your left foot is going under the chair to the middle of the mat. You've got the diagonal angle between the feet. The left foot turns in, the right foot turns in, left leg turns out completely, and extend the arms out. Release the shoulders. Lift up your left arm, inhale. Exhale, reach to the left. Take the hand down. Bring the right hand on the hip. Roll the right leg from the left leg from the inside out and roll the right hip back. Turn the chest to face front. Don't let this left shoulder come forwards. Turn the left shoulder back. Now move your chest towards your chin and then lifting the right arm up, expand maximum from the chest through the fingers, turn the head, look up towards that right thumb. And then inhale, come all the way up. Turn the feet and bring the legs together. Okay, so now chair is back on the right. Same idea, we're going to stand on the back edge of the mat and we're going to take the right foot up onto the chair. You can see I'm shuffling this foot out a little bit. So we want to be with here, the left foot more or less under the hip and the right leg straight on the edge of the chair. We're going to go for this bending of the leg to start with. So we'll go 1, keeping all of this upright, 2. So as you're bending that leg, it's like you're lifting here, 3, 4, 5, we're doing 6. So when you bend this leg, you want to end up with the shin perpendicular to the floor. Extend the arms, lift up the right arm, reach to the right, and use your elbow to keep your knee back. Now lift your left arm up, turn it, and take it in line with that straight left leg, in line with the ear. Turn the chest and look up. And come up. So this is Parsvakonasana, but we're doing with the foot well raised, the front foot, and the feet on a diagonal. So there's plenty of space all around the hips and the pelvis. Let's go for the other side. So you take the right heel stays on the back edge of the mat, and the left foot goes onto the chair seat. Right at the edge and you're on the heel. This is the rocking rolling motion because you want to bend the leg, the foot comes flat and the shin comes perpendicular. And then when this leg straightens, this leg becomes perpendicular. So that's 1, hands on the hips. 2, remember your pelvic plate is lifting up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, extend the arms, lift up the left arm, stay very long in that left side as you use the elbow to keep the knee back. Lift the right arm up and bring it over near your ear. Make one long full extension through the left side, right side. Mixing up my lefts and rights today. And then come up. And bring the leg back together. So we're not ready yet after the surgery to start doing any big twists. But what we can do is this slightly, it's a kind of minor twist, let's say. So you're going to bring the right leg, this is almost like a Marichyasana leg. So you bring the right leg onto the chair, the right foot onto the chair, right leg is bent. What we don't want to do is let the hips drop out and the belly drop forwards. So it's that same idea that the pelvic plate is lifting, buttocks are descending. Lift the left arm and then turn and just bring your left hand down outside your right knee. So you're not trying to turn all the way, you're trying to turn towards your knee. That's it. And then come up, we'll do it 3 times to that side. Come up with the arm and turn. Release, come up with the arm and turn. All the time you have to pull your left hip in. In fact, imagine you're holding that brick still between the legs. Okay, so now we'll go for the other side. You can just swap legs. I'll swap where the chair is so that I'm turning to face you. So you bring the foot onto the chair. You lift the right arm up. Breathe in. Can you see where my left hand is? Turn. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn. So you're turning towards that knee, not further. And if that still feels a bit too much for the stitches are out now, but where the wound is, then you just stay facing front. Okay, and then release. Good. We're going to go now for last bit of standing, then we're nearly ready to kneel down and then lie down. It's a shame I can't show you this way because of where my camera is, but we're going to go flat to the wall with the arms straight. Okay. This time we're going to come up onto the tiptoes. My arms are where the hands are in line with the shoulders. Okay, arms straight. And then we bend the arms, but not out to the side. So it's like you're bringing your chest towards the wall and then back again. 6 or 12. Exhale to come towards the wall. Inhale to come up. And the idea is that you're still lifting the plate of the pelvis and descending in the buttocks at the back. So not to drop the hips forwards as you're coming towards the wall. So do 6 or 12 of those. It's like Chaturanga Dandasana, but standing. And then when you release, we're just going to kneel up and do a kind of, a kneeling Virabhadrasana 1. So you can have the left foot pointing back, the right leg bent, and then lift the arms up and look up. Look forwards, change sides. Left foot forwards. Before you lift the arms, again, get this action. Buttocks down at the back, pelvis lifting at the front. Lift the arms. And look forwards and down. Change again. So we'll just do twice each side here. Buttocks down. Lift up, look up. Lift the heart, the chest. Head back. Look forwards and down. Left leg forwards. Down at the back, up at the front. Lift the arms. It's a little bit of a balance, so press your feet into the floor and then look forwards and bring the arms down. Good. So I'm going to bring my bolster back. So you can have your pillows or whatever if you don't have one of these bolsters. I'm also going to have a blanket for my head. I'm also going to have 2 bricks, okay? So we're going to go for Supta Baddha Konasana, this is called, and then followed by Shavasana. So if you just watch, first of all, you're going to sit on the floor, on the mat, in front of that bolster. You lie back and bring the soles of the feet together. Now, for me, this was excruciating in the groins after the surgery, unless I put the bricks there, okay? So you can put the bricks to keep the legs as high as they need to be so that there's no pain, okay? Importantly, pain-free. So you can just find the right kind of level. You can put the bricks diagonally as well if you've got the sticky mat, which is quite good. And then release the arms. So the arms should be able to release down either side of that support you've got under the back. You can also use the hands to shift your bottom towards your feet and then just really release in the pelvis, in the abdomen. So basically what we're doing with these programs is we're trying to practice in a way that is rebuilding strength and providing as much space as possible for the healing to happen. Okay, so there has to be set space and softening as well as the kind of re-strengthening. You can close your eyes. And you can rest up to 5 minutes like this. Neck supported, back of the head supported. And there's a very nice pattern with the breath, if you'd like to try it, which is that it's about every 3 breaths. So not every time, but every so often, you inhale deeply into the chest. And then the following exhalation, it's as if you're pouring the exhalation through the abdomen. And then you take a couple of normal breaths. And then at some point you do another deeper cycle. So deep inhalation to the chest. Followed by deep exhalation pouring through the abdomen. Releasing through the pelvis. And then a few normal breaths. So you can just continue like that with that pattern. And don't do it every breath, but just every few breaths. So you can carry on with that for a few minutes. Once you've had enough, then breath comes back to normal and you just stretch out the legs from here. And if it's comfortable for you, you can stay with that bolster underneath your back and your legs straight. If it's not comfortable like that, you bend the knees, turn to your side, come up and put the bolster across the mat under your knees and lie down. So you're flat except the legs are bent over the bolster. So again, the most important thing here is ease, comfort, so that the healing process can take care of itself. Just let the whole structure of the limbs drop to the floor. So both legs, both arms, very heavy, very passive. And then let the whole of the lower back release. Let the abdomen settle back towards the lower back. Let go of the hips, buttocks, so the whole pelvic region softens and spreads. Let go of the complete weight of the head. Let the face drop back. Let the eyes drop and recede back in their sockets. And then let go of the whole weight of the body as one. Exhale. Abandon your whole self completely to the ground. And you can stay there for as long as is comfortable. When you want to come out, you bend your knees and you turn all the way off the bolster onto your right hand side. You can bring the blanket with you for your head and just rest on your right hand side for a moment. And then continue to turn over and press the hands to the floor to come up. Well done. So yeah, you can use this one week 4 onwards and stick with this program for as long as you feel it's appropriate. Well done. See you soon.